WDWL TV, Studio A. It's the Grumpy Old Man. Our studios are located on Grumpy Vulture Boulevard. And if you ever want to visit the studios of the Grumpy Old Man, my studios are located on Grumpy Old Man Road. And, like always, we are a division of Grumpy Vulture Productions. Take a bow. Okay. Look straight ahead at the camera. You got it? Look at the camera. Okay, he's looking at the camera. Up, camera light. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Up front, I'm going to apologize for the volume. As you can see, new microphone. Right now, it looks good on the screen. It looks good on the mixer. It could be blowing your eardrums off. If it is, sorry. I also notice I don't have I forgot to put the split screen. Do I have one? I don't know what I did with them. We had a bunch of them. They ordered me a whole shitload. I don't see them. Hang on, maybe this is it. No. What did they do with them? They come in, they says, hey, look, we ordered you a whole bunch of split screens. Fancy ones, too. One of them had a racing stripe on it. I don't know where they put them. Of course, I think of that at airtime. Oh, well. If you get a lot of... Sorry. But I was kind of in a hurry to test out the brand new microphone. This one's ultra professional. Even too professional for the Grumpy Old Man. But it was gifted to me. I never look a gift horse in the mouth. Another one of them cliche things. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Why? I guess it's better than looking a gift horse in the ass. But why they always say that? Never look a gift horse in the mouth. I think it has something to do with their age. They look in their mouth to check their teeth. I think. I'm not an equestrian. Don't stand out in front of my house with a pitchfork and a torch going, Grumpy, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just think I heard that once before. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Although, why wouldn't you? If you want to know how old it is, you don't want a horse that's going to fall down and die, 2 days after you start riding it. Almost like another cliche. Hey, close the damn door. Were you born in a barn? Yeah, I remember my parents saying that. Were you born in a barn? I don't know. I was too young. You got to tell me. Where was I born? Hospital? Barn? What? Yeah, they always used to ask you, were you born in a barn? I don't know. I was there, but I didn't check my surroundings. All I remember was bright lights and getting smacked on the ass. What a way to enter this world. Blinded and then smacked on the ass. The doctor should be reported to CPS. As soon as the kid comes out, what? I guess they're getting you accustomed for later life, when you screw up, and then your parents smack your ass, beat you over the head with a stick, all that shit. I've been checking. I didn't see any cliches yet. I want to do another cliche show. I think it's cool. All the shit from when we were growing up. I wish I would have paid more attention to ones my grandfather used to spout. Oh, man, he was a guy with cliche. Oh, jeez. The one I really used to like was when he'd tell somebody, hey, go shit in your hat and wear it. Or another one, go shit in your hat and pull it down over your ears. I guess that was to spread it out evenly. Or another one, somebody asked for directions. Which way, if I need to go up, to the lake, my grandpa, just walk north till your hat floats. Okay. Once your hat floats, you're at the lake. Yeah, walk north till your hat floats. Which is true in Cleveland. Yeah. Walk north, splash, oops. But some of the cliches, he had a million of them. I wish I could remember them all. And, especially hearing them over and over and over, you'd think they would have been impounded in my brain. But I guess I have to think, which is hard at this age. But slowly they'll come back to me. The more I talk about the cliches, the more, like yesterday, I'm not even thinking of all of a sudden the shit in your hat and, where it came on. And then he had, like I say, two versions. Go shit in your hat and wear it, or else shit in your hat and pull it down over your ears. That's when he was really pissed. And he was really even-tempered. But you could tell, if he told somebody to shit in their hat, he was pissed off. I always wondered if anybody ever really did. Especially like all the people that he knew down at the West Side Market. And a lot of them would ask him for advice. So I always wonder if he ever told somebody, hey, shit in your hat and wear it, if they did. I'm glad if they did, they didn't come around, Because if I was downwind, I'd be like, hey, Grandpa, is that Limburger or is that shit? It's shit. Okay. Because Limburger and shit kind of smell the same. I keep going back to Limburger cheese, but how they can sell something like that, I'll never know. And basically, when they were making it, something with an odor like that, you would think, the batch is spoiled. We got to start from scratch. Because I really can't see a cheesemaker making something that smells like a decomposing body. And how do you tell when it's ready to eat? The stinkier it gets? Open the door and go, the stink hits you in the face. Oh, that batch is done. Wrap it up. Pardon me. I got some Limburger caught in my throat. That was like earlier today. I pour a cup of coffee, I get it all ready, and I set it down and put the half and half back in the refrigerator. And I come to get the cup of coffee, and there was a fly swimming in it. Ah, Jesus Christ. I had to pour it out, get it, wash the cup, because you never know what them flies are spreading. What a waste of a good cup of coffee. I hope the fly died in it. Oh, hang on. Oh, come on. Here we go. A red one. I was kind of hoping for the one with the racing stripe. Wait a minute, I think that one's under the desk. Where's the one with the racing stripe? That's not it. Oh, let's use this one. That one don't want to go on. Come on. It says one size fits all. Maybe not. I guess because it's new. There we go. A racing stripe. Now, yeah. There. It's somewhat even. I'll put this one away for later. Yeah. Put the microphone back under the desk. I got more microphones than China's got rice. But people, they keep gifting them to me. This one is a cool one. This is a Sterling. It's supposed to be a real ultra-professional type microphone. I just hope that it's not blowing your eardrums out. Because, see, you can't really tell until you do a playback. And I can't do a playback until the stream is over. Now, I could do an experimental playback and then delete it. That's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna hope, because I'm watching the sound bars, and they're staying in the green, and I'm watching on the mixer, all the lights are staying in the green. So watch it make a liar out of me. Although I do like the microphone. It's cool. And it come with a mini. Where did I put the case? I gotta show you. It came with a mini. Oh, check this out. Look at this one. A mini Sterling. Yeah. I don't know what you're supposed to use the little one for. It's really tiny. But they say it's powerful. So maybe I'll hook this one up tomorrow and we'll give it a try. But isn't that cute? Look at that. A mini Sterling. Look at the size of that thing compared to the regular mic. You can always tell when you get expensive, microphones. When they come in a padded case. Yeah. Some of my microphones that I've got that came in a cardboard box. This one comes in its own padded case. Oh, something fell over under the console. Oh, well. We'll leave that for maintenance. I think I broke something. I heard a crash. Long as it doesn't affect the broadcast. Yeah, I was actually expecting a lot of cliches on my face plant, but I didn't see them. I got some via email, but I didn't get, I was expecting, maybe 100. Like, everybody was like, oh, my parents said this, or my grandparents said that, or my neighbor used to say this. Nope. Either they didn't give a shit, or they can't remember them. One or the other. But that's okay. I'll amass a bunch of them, and then we'll have another cliche stream of all the shit that our parents and our grandparents said to us over the years. Throw in my lighter. I was going to say, it better not break. It's solid glass. That's like today. Coming out of the store, I ran into a cigarette rep. As a matter of fact, she was a cigarette rep for the cigarettes I used to smoke. Parliament. I said to her, I asked her, I said, you got a few minutes? She goes, yeah. What? I said, I want to tell you about years ago how generous Parliament was. And she says, I've heard some stories. I'm anxious to hear more. I was like, oh, cool. Somebody actually wants to listen to the grumpy old man. I told her, I said, they used to publish a gift catalog. She said, oh, really? I said, yeah. About every 6 months, you'd get a catalog. And it was loaded with all kinds of neat stuff. I said, because Parliament wasn't cheap. And she said, well, how did you get the gifts? I said, well, you had to tear the UPC codes off the side of the cigarette pack. But I said, a lot of the gifts didn't require a lot of UPC codes. I says, I got a glass ashtray and lighter combination, which weighs about 50 pounds. And I says, it was like 150 UPCs. She said, well, gee, must have taken you a long time. I said, no, I cheated. I had 2 friends that work with me, and we all smoked Parliament. They weren't interested in the gifts, so they gave me their UPC codes. But I says, oh, the stuff that they used to give away. As a matter of fact, I just remembered forgot the martini set tomorrow. Because I told her about the martini set. I says, oh, nice, fancy, big martini glasses, thin, slender blue stems, a pitcher with a big glass stirrer. She said, really? I said, yeah. I said, everything from shirts to sweatshirts, hoodies, umbrellas, picnic kits. I said, I had almost everything, but over the years, I lost a lot of the stuff. She says, what, do you still have some of it? I said, well, I got the ashtray and lighter, and I got the martini set. She says, oh, I would like to see that stuff. I said, well, I'll tell you what, when are you going to be here next? She says, well, what's today, the 10th? I said, yeah. She looked at her calendar. She says, I'll be here between 3 and 4 on the 10th of next month because I make a monthly visit. I says, okay, I'll take pictures and then I'll show you the neat stuff that Parliament used to give away. She says, I'm looking forward to it. So finally, one person actually wanted to talk to Grumpy and is looking forward to talking to me again. That's kind of scary, but being a cigarette rep for Parliament, she really interested in the past history. And then I told her, I said, once the government got involved, no more free gifts, nothing. I said, the cigarette company, well, I said they could actually still give the gifts away, but they got cheap. I said, now you get nothing. So she's going to check to see why they stopped with the gifts and let me know. I think it has something to do with the government. Government always got to stick their nose in shit. But it was kind of cool running in to a Parliament cigarette rep. Well, she repped more than just Parliament, but that was what it said on her shirt, Parliament. Because I even asked her, I said, can the public get them shirts? No. They're just for employees. Although I don't smoke Parliament anymore, I told her, I said, I jumped brands. They got too expensive. I says, for the cost of one pack of Parliaments, I can get 2 packs of LDs. She said, yeah, the generics are kicking our ass. I can't believe, I told her, I said, when I first started smoking Parliaments, they were 48 cents a pack. And if you got them out of a cigarette machine, you put your 50 cents in, you pulled the lever, the pack fell in the bottom, and there were 2 pennies taped on the bottom. Because, see, the guy that owned the machine manually filled it. So he would take every single pack of cigarettes and tape 2 pennies on the bottom of the pack. And some of those machines held like 500 packs of cigarettes. I was like, oh, Jesus. That's dedication. Because I'll tell you what, a lot of people, they wouldn't have cared if you kept the 2 pennies. But then there would be some, hey, where's my 2 cents? He didn't want people beating up his machine, so, yeah. He would tape 2 pennies on the bottom of every pack of cigarettes. See, back in the day, cigarette machines were everywhere. And then the government got involved, kids can be buying them cigarettes. But yeah, they were everywhere. I remember my father and I went to the car wash. Up in the front, by the cash register, was a cigarette machine. You'd go into the grocery store. There'd be a cigarette machine. I don't know if they let them in banks, but cigarette machines were everywhere. But they had a limited assortment. That could be another reason that they went bye-bye. But I saw one on eBay the other day. Guy had a brand new cigarette machine. I was like, where did he find a cigarette machine? Those things went out like in the 60s. $1,500. Brand new. With keys, he said. Brand new cigarette. And the pictures, they showed it. Brand new. Except you couldn't use it. Because the coin changer said 50 cents. Oh, would you lose your ass on cigarettes today at 50 cents? Unless you put some kind of electronic then you'd screw the machine up and ruin it. They used to have machines for everything. As a matter of fact, in some areas, they'd have a cigarette machine, and then they would have a machine that gave you 2 packs of matches. I think it was 5 cents. You'd put a nickel in, and you'd get 2 packs of matches. And they were always next to the cigarette machines. I always wondered, if you got the matches, you got the cigarettes, why didn't they have an ashtray dispensing machine? That way you'd have it all. Matches, cigarettes, ashtray. Of course, then somebody, like, well, why isn't there a beer dispenser or a coffee dispenser? Yeah. And it would get a little outlandish. But yeah, for 5 cents, you'd get 2 packs of matches. That was cool. I mean, you had cigarette machines. You had machines that dispense matches. Some places, machines that dispense pens. Yeah, a pen dispensing machine. And of course, they all went away. But yeah, I remember it was outside was it the bus station? I think it was outside the bus station. A pen dispensing machine. You put a quarter in, you got 2 ink pens. And they had pencil dispensing machines. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing a notebook paper dispensing machine. Yeah, you'd put like 75 cents in and you'd get 2 packages of notebook paper. They had machines for everything. Well, not everything, but yeah. You could get notebook paper, you could get pens, you could get pencils, you could get matches, you could get cigarettes. all kinds of dispensing machines. Of course, then, office supply stores came in and all that shit went away. It would be nice to have some of that stuff. Collectors. I'm sure if I went on eBay, somebody's got, pencil dispenser or a pen dispenser. Couldn't use them for anything. You'd lose your ass with the cost of shit nowadays. You can't get 2 pens for a quarter today. Nope. More like $1. But yeah. The notebook paper machine, that was the cool one. I can't remember how many sheets were in a pack. I think 20. So for 75 cents, or was it 10? 10 sheets of notebook paper? I'll have to do some research. But yeah, you get packages of notebook paper. For kids that, I forgot my notebook paper. I need to find a notebook paper dispensing machine. And then a pen dispensing machine and a pencil. That was for kids that forgot everything. But yeah, everybody thought, they only made, like cigarette machines and gumball machines. Nope. They had dispensing machines for everything. I'll have to see if I can find some pictures. For you non-believers out there, Grumpy's telling tales out of school again. Yeah, there's another cliche. Don't tell tales out of school. Okay. I heard that one a lot. My parents would say, "Why are you late?" I'd start to, make up a lie. "Oh, you're telling tales out of school." Well, yeah, I'm out of school, but I'll kick your ass. Okay. I was late because I was screwing around and I didn't pay attention to the street lights coming on. Yeah, that was the big one. Your ass better be home when the street lights come on. Okay. And you better not run home with a stick. You're liable to put your eye out. Okay. I won't run with a stick. Don't want to put my eye out. Although I never knew any kids that ran with sticks that put their eyes out. Just saying. Might have happened somewhere else. Nobody I knew. Never saw a news report like that either. You turn on the news at 6 o'clock. Boy puts out eye with stick. Story at 11. Oh. Now I gotta wait till 11 o'clock to hear about the kid that put his eye out with a stick. Damn it. And then they tell you, yeah, we're still gathering information on the accident. Oh, he must have been running with a stick. I never heard no news reports like that. Never. Never read it in the newspaper either. Running boy puts eye out with stick. Turn to page 12. What? No picture? Ah, jeez. I wanted to see a picture of him missing an eye. Some of the crazy shit back in our day. Like I say, I need to get more cliches. I enjoy doing streams of shit from back in my time when I was a kid. All the crazy stuff our grandparents and aunts and uncles said to us. It's amazing we even grew up with all the shit that was going on. But the sad thing is, as we grew up, we didn't continue those cliches. I mean, after, from my grandparents to my parents, you would think that the next generation, me, would have continued them. But we didn't. Our generation just didn't. Well, maybe, closing the door. What, you pouring in a barn? But I don't remember, telling anybody to, shit in their hat. Don't remember anything about 10-foot poles, I guess our generation is guilty. We didn't continue it. Maybe it's because we were sick and goddamn tired of hearing that crap. All the time. If you run with a stick, you'll not only put your eye out, you'll shit in your underwear. Then you'll embarrass me, because when they take you in the hospital to fix your eye, you'll have dirty underwear. Yeah. I guarantee if I'd have put my eye out with a stick, I'd have shit myself. And then my mother would have been embarrassed. Oh, gee, I can't face the PTA women because my son was in the hospital with dirty underwear. Oh, gee, what's he in the hospital for? Well, he was running with a stick. Oh, no, he ran with a stick. He put his eye out? Yeah. Well, how come he had dirty underwear? Well, when he put his eye out, he shit himself. So now I'm really embarrassed. Because I know he left the house with clean underwear. But no, he gets to the hospital. He's got to have his underwear all fucked up. Now everybody will find out. The PTA, the Women's Association, the book club. Yeah, my mother would be sitting down with her book going, "Hey, Gene, isn't your kid the one that had the dirty underwear?" "Yeah, can we just get on with the book review?" "No, let's talk about your dumb kid." "Hey, I'm embarrassed enough." Yeah. Oh, has she been pissed? Embarrassed in front of her whole book club. Oh. And then, of course, all the book club women, they would tell everybody else. My mother'd go into the supermarket. "Hey, Gene, I know. My kid had dirty underwear. Please, give me a break." She couldn't leave the house for weeks because her goddamn kid embarrassed her. That's the way it was back in the 50s. God forbid you embarrass your mother. Because everybody knew. The book club, the PTA, her diet club. Everybody in the supermarket that knew her. She couldn't go anywhere because I embarrassed her. Then she'd come home and beat me with a stick. "You embarrassed me in front of the book club. You embarrassed me. I can't go to the grocery store." Okay. It was a natural reaction. You put your eye out, your rectum opens. I didn't want to go in with dirty underwear. I knew what was going to happen. You were going to beat me with a stick. Or a wooden spoon. Oh. That was the weapon of choice. I think every mother had a wooden spoon just for smacking their kid. My mother had a whole assortment. The handles were all different lengths. If she thought you were going to run away, she got the long one. Oh! Got me. Yeah. I always used to look when we go to the store, like Sears, and we go down to Housewares. I never saw spoons labeled for beating your kid. They had different length spoons for making spaghetti or soup. I never saw any that says child beater spoon on sale, 50% off. But they had them. Oh. If I came home and the spoon was laying on the counter, I knew I was in trouble. Because she was warming it up. I think she'd take practice swings. Wait till he gets home. Wait till he gets home. And if I hid the spoon, I got it twice as bad. Where'd you hide my spoon? I didn't touch it. Yes, you did. I was laying right here. I was warming up with it to beat your ass. Okay, I hid it. It's in the living room under the couch cushion. And she'd go out in the living room, retrieve her spoon. Dunk. It's amazing we even grew up. I'm surprised you don't go in cemeteries and see a bunch of, kids that didn't make it from being beat with wooden spoons. And they would always make sure they hit you in a spot where, you couldn't see the bruises. They would never hit you, like on the arms because you might wear a short sleeve shirt. So they hit you on the legs because they knew you were wearing long pants. And people couldn't see the beat marks on your legs. That's how you could tell, what kids got beat with a wooden spoon. Be 90 degrees out in summer, they'd be wearing long pants. Yeah, hide them bruises. Now, if a parent would even wave a wooden spoon, the kids would be on their cell phone calling CPS. My mother's waving a wooden spoon. We'll have the police there right away. Stay there. You'd hear the sirens. Whoop, 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 whoop. Going down the street, you're like, oh, I know where they're going. Somebody's got a wooden spoon out. Man, we wouldn't have had parents if they had CPS back in the day we were growing up. But nowadays, a parent even yells at a kid, they're on the phone. My mother's yelling at me, okay. Here's your case number, 24-00376. She yells at you again, just call in with this case number. We'll do an investigation. Almost as bad as the HR departments. Oh, yeah. Back in my day, it was the personnel department. And they didn't have no say-so in anything. Anything they did had to be approved by the corporation. Not today. HR rules. They make corporations cringe. They call the shots, not the company. Nope. That was something that got out of hand real fast. Back in the day, when it was personnel, if they fired you, you went to the CEO and you said, hey, them people down in personnel fired me, and I didn't deserve it. Okay, I'll write a letter. You're rehired. Goddamn personnel department think they run this company. Now, they write a letter to the CEO. Don't get involved in our shit. We're controlling your company. You might have started it from scratch, but now we're in control. That's the way it is. I'm glad that I'm retired. I wouldn't survive in today's world. I mean, business world, like if I was working. I wouldn't last a day. Because you can't swear. You can't compliment a female. Oh, God forbid you compliment a female. You're suspended right away. You told Becky she had a nice dress on. You're suspended for 2 weeks. What? Uh-huh. You're not allowed to do that. That's sexist. Really? Oh my God. You can't compliment a woman? No. You shouldn't even be looking at him. Well, she walked by. Close your eyes. That's the way it is today. That's why I wouldn't last. If somebody would rat me out. Hey, HR, I got a hot tip for you. What's that? The grumpy old man told Mary she had nice hair. Oh, thank you. Don't say I said anything. You're safe with me. Then they paid you. Grumpy old man to HR now. What did I do? You get down to HR, there'd be guys standing with big sticks. The girl slide the window open, Can I help you? Yeah. Grumpy old man was paged to HR. Okay, have a seat. She slide the window shut. And it's frosted glass so you can't see what's going on behind it. And then a guy that looks like Frankenstein opens the door. Follow me. Okay. You sit down, and the HR woman looks up over her glasses at you and goes, I heard through the grapevine that you complimented a female on her hair. Yeah. You're suspended. Really? Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks? I'll make it 3. Get out of my office. See you in 2 weeks. Without pay. Holy shit, this HR department is mean. Not like in the days of personnel. That's the way it is in big business. You don't dare even look at a female. Now, you'll get suspended because you're sexist. Grumpy wouldn't last an hour. That's why I'm glad I'm retired. I retired before all that shit hit the fan, man. Well, it was slowly creeping up on corporations. You know, HR did it a little bit at a time. They couldn't just walk in and go, oh, we're HR, we're taking over the company. And like a hostile takeover. The CEO, you know, he started with 50 cents and built a multi-million-dollar company. And then HR came in and did a hostile takeover. And now even he can't look at his secretary. I'll get suspended for 2 weeks from my own company. That's the way it is. But see, I can do that now. Like I can go into a store and tell a cashier, oh, I like your hair. Because I can't get suspended from the store. Although maybe I could get banned. I don't know. I better check. But no, see, I don't work for that store. So if I see, you know, a female with nice hair or dressed really nice, I can tell her. But if I was working there, no, suspended, fired. And then it goes on your permanent record. Oh, yeah, like school. Everything went on your permanent record. You know what's interesting? When I applied for my first job, they never inquired of my permanent record at school. So that was the threat to keep you in line when you were in school. This is going to go on your permanent record. Oh, no. I could see, you know, a guy being, you know, like 50 years old, goes in to ask his boss for a raise. Mr. Carlson? Yes. I'd like to talk to you about a raise. Oh, no. I've got your permanent record from school. Oh, no. Yep. You ain't getting no raise. Not by what they put down here. You were a real asshole in school. It's amazing you're still not that way. But with this permanent record, nope, no raise. Okay, sorry. Yeah, in school they actually threatened you like it was going to follow you for life. I'm putting this on your permanent record. Oh, God. But then when you graduated, you realized that permanent record was just a threat. Because no company called your school on it. Before we hire the grumpy old man, can we get a copy of his permanent record? No, they didn't do that. But see, corporations have a permanent record. So if you go somewhere else for a job and they call your former employer, they say, hey, the grumpy old man wants to work here. We wouldn't hire him. Oh, really? Thank you. Rejected. Yeah, you have a new permanent record. It's kept by HR. But see, they can't say why. They would just say, we wouldn't hire him. Thank you. Miss Simmons, call the grumpy old man. Tell him to forget it. We ain't hiring him. Okay. Then I'd get the phone call. Grumpy old man, I'm not getting hired? Why? Oh, HR from my other company had a permanent record. Okay, thank you. Then I'd call the other company. Hey, you screwed me out of a job. Can I have unemployment? No. Oh man, you screwed me twice. That's the way it is in big business today. So you had that permanent record threat in school. Now you have it in the workforce. Because HR, they got spies everywhere. They keep notes on you. He spent 5 minutes longer in the John. We'll write that down. That way, in case he goes somewhere else to work, we'll say, oh, he spends hours in the men's room. Oh, God. What a reason not to get hired. You spend too much time in the restroom. Sorry. We're looking for somebody else now. Okay. HR screwed me again. Yeah, that's the way it is in big business today. HR is the king. They rule the company. They cause you to get hired or rejected. Like I say, thank God I'm not working. I wouldn't last. But I'm retired, so I can talk nasty about all the HR departments. And they can't do shit to me. What are they going to do? Take my Social Security? They can't touch it. So, I've been all rambling over every subject on earth. Seems to go that way, although I didn't really have a script for today's show. It was mainly to test out the new microphone. So now, I think I'll sign off, and then I'll do the playback and see if I'm blowing everybody's ears off. But I warn you, adjust your volume first. And then I'll see how I have to adjust this microphone, because I really like it. It's kind of cool. A Sterling. Real, it sounds expensive. Sterling. But we'll try the baby out tomorrow. The little baby Sterling. We'll see what it sounds like. Kind of neat. 2 mics in one box. A big one and a baby one. I'm going to have to figure out what the hell you use that little baby one for. So goddamn tiny. But we'll test it tomorrow. We'll see. See, all I got to do is plug it into this cable. I don't even have to mount it or anything. We'll just try it and see what it sounds like. 2 Sterlings. Oh. But I think we'll call it a stream. And I'm going to write a note to show you the martini set tomorrow. I promise. Because it's about time I dragged it out, make sure it's not all broken. It's been moved so many times, there's probably fragments in the box. But tomorrow, the martini set and the baby Sterling. That's going to be on the subject matter. And then we'll go off subject and I'll just ramble on. Where's my clicker? Okay, I'll check.